Meet the faces behind Surrey Coalition of Disabled People. Surrey Coalition of Disabled People covers several areas of work, including involvement, Tech Angels, Independent Mental Health Network, Focus, communication and fundraising. Meet Vicky Walton-Cole, co-chair of the coalition.
Hello. So my name is Vicky Walton-Cole and I am co-chair of trustees at the Surrey Coalition of Disabled People, and I also work as an accessibility officer. Cool. When I became disabled, my wife was looking for things for me to do and found the Surrey Coalition. I became a member and I got involved with just being part of the coalition and really enjoyed it. And then they were looking for people at the time, before we were a charity, to become a board director, and so I applied to do that and I was accepted. And then when we moved over to being a charity, I became one of the trustees and the co-chair. Cool. And I've really enjoyed it. Cool. It's a really good job. I've got an amazing team of people working at the coalition. We meet as trustees every couple of months or so, and we help with guiding the coalition on big decision makings, plans for the future, things like that, as well as sort of helping out if there's a problem or an issue, things like that. And it's really good to see so much work that's happening for disabled people in Surrey. Yeah. I absolutely would recommend being a trustee. It gives you a lot of learning experience about how charities run and how services run in the community. I think it gives you something to put back into the community. It's a really important role, and so many charities are desperate for trustees, and I think as disabled people we bring a lot to that role because we bring our experience as someone who isn't always thought of first off in society, and we can really bring that experience into lots of organisations, especially organisations that are working with disabled people. I think it's really important that disabled people are there as part of the decision making. Thank you. That's my pleasure. It's lovely to see you.
Involvement.
Hi, my name's Yasmin Broom and I'm the involvement lead at the coalition. So I have a team of about 4 people, and I just coordinate what we're doing. I work a lot with our members at meetings and face to face. So if I tell you a bit about some of our meetings, so we have what we call specialist interest groups, and we have 3 of them. There's a Surrey Vision Action Group, a long-term neurological conditions group, and a hard of hearing forum. So as the name suggests, these groups are more impairment based compared to some of the other groups we have. So at the Surrey Vision Action Group, we have the commissioner from Surrey County Council. She comes and gives us an update. We have the chief executive from Sight for Surrey, who will tell us about their services and what they're doing, also ask for our feedback. And then we have groups of members who all raise issues that are of interest to them. So what a current issue that we're looking at is a patient portal that's being rolled out by acute hospitals, and how that's not accessible to lots of people who are visually impaired. So then we will work with the NHS to try and resolve some of the issues. And the meetings are quarterly. The long-term neurological conditions group is slightly different. It's only online because that seems to work better. It's also quarterly, but we have lots of professionals as well as members come to this group. So we have Parkinson's UK, the MS Society, the MND Association, and it's a good opportunity for everyone to hear about what the different organisations are doing and look at ways of working together. One of the things that has come out of that meeting was about specialist nurses across Surrey. So we found that there were a couple of gaps in this provision. So it was a bit of a postcode lottery. And by working together with the NHS as well, we've managed to well, they haven't recruited it yet, but they are recruiting for a specialist nurse where there is a gap. So that was a good outcome. And the last one was the Hard of Hearing Forum, where it's people who are hard of hearing, not deaf, that come to that meeting. And we have all of the audiologists from Surrey come along to tell us about their waiting lists, new hearing aids, get our feedback on letters and information that they might be sending out. And we also try to do a bit of campaigning in that group as well. And it also meets quarterly. We also have a campaigns committee, which meets every other month. And this is where we try to concentrate some of our campaigns. So some of the things that we have discussed in that group, which is open to all of our members, they get the link and they can just turn up. There's no need to book or let me know. So we concentrated on the floating bus stops campaign, where we have been to Downing Street to ask for them to cease using floating bus stops because they're not safe for people with a visual impairment, and they're not really safe for many other people either.
Coalition members and staff went to number 10 Downing Street with Trelaws and the National Federation of the Blind UK for the Floating Bus Stops campaign.
Hiya, we're petitioning against floating bus stops because they should be accessible for everyone. Thank you.
We went to deliver a letter telling the government about how dangerous floating bus stops are for blind, visually impaired, disabled, older and vulnerable passengers. Find out more about the campaign on our website, surreycoalition.org.uk.
We've also discussed our SMS campaign, which is text messaging, and through that we came up with ideas for our animation, which you can watch on our website. And it's just a good way. We offer the opportunity for members to think of things that they would like to campaign about, and we can discuss them in this committee. It's only an hour, which is a good length of time for us to make sure we get actions and don't spend too much time talking and debating with each other. And I found that this committee has been really proactive in getting things done. So we also run some social activities. This came out of the pandemic when we wanted to make sure that people had some contact with others at least once a day. And they're still really going strong, even though obviously we're back to normal now. So on Monday, we have a virtual cafe, which is, they're all online using Zoom. And this is just somewhere for people to sit down with a cup of tea or coffee and just chat about what they've done at the weekend, what they've watched on TV, sometimes little problems they may have come across, so that we can all sit there and work it out together as you would if you met a friend in a cafe. And one of the good things about this group is people have really started to make friends with each other, to keep in touch with each other outside of the activity, which is what we want people to do. On Tuesdays, we have a Glee Club, which is our music group. So what we do is we have a theme each week. An example of a theme is friendship and love. And then we all choose a song that has friendship or love or both in it. And then we watch a video of the song together. It it's a really good group as we've got quite diverse musical tastes, and so it gives everybody the opportunity to listen to things that they might not ordinarily do. It's quite a relaxed and friendly group. Then on Thursdays, we have our quiz. This is one of our most popular activities, but it's also one of our most competitive things. So each week we can have a theme or often just general knowledge questions. We have 20 questions, not less, because then we get told off if there's less questions than they're expecting. We find that there's different ways that people join in because our groups are so varied, but the quiz is still very accessible. So what we do is we'll send the question, people can send the answers in the chat if they can. If they can't, we'll go around and people just shout out the answers. And we do rely on people not cheating, which I don't think they do. So that's a really good one, and it's been our most popular since we started. We get quite a lot of people coming to that every week. Then on Fridays, we have another virtual cafe, but this time we have our physical activity navigator there, who is there to answer any activity-based questions. Sometimes if people request it, we can do 10 minutes of seated exercise. But other than that, it's like our Monday cafe, and we just chat about what plans we have for the weekend and things like that.
Our virtual trips enables members to explore museums, safari parks, castles, historic houses and gardens from the comfort of their homes. Here's a clip from a visit to West Horsley Place, the filming location of the TV show Ghosts.
It has this beautiful red damask wallpaper in the study area, and this would have been Lord Crew's desk here. At the moment, we've got it's dressed with all sorts of things. You've got letters here. These are actually props from Ghosts.
Hi, meet Ted, Yasmin, Jonathan, Angie and me, Vicky. We're all from the Surrey Coalition of Disabled People. We've been invited by Surrey Heartland and Integrated Care System to come and give them our feedback from an accessibility point of view of their offices. We had to go in via Guildford Borough Council in order to get to their part of the building. We had to go up one by one in the lift because it wasn't big enough for more than one chair. There's Angie. We all have different disabilities, so we were able to give lots of feedback. Here, Jonathan's looking to see if there's tactile signage near the lift. We had to walk through the offices to get to the Surrey Heartlands part of the building. We got a little bit stuck for a while, but that meant we found the blue badge bay with the skip in it. Uh-oh. We looked round their offices and their meeting rooms. We found the hybrid room where you can have meetings in person and virtual at the same time. We checked their safety. Their evac chairs were available. It was quite an old building, but we had a good look around most places. Here we saw our friends go off to look at the kitchen and toilets. We couldn't get in. We tried really hard to give a sad face, but we're not great at that. And there we go. We'd collected some feedback and we'd all either noted it in our heads or written it down. And Yasmin collated it all from us and was able to send it in written form for everyone. We had a great time and we found it really useful to be able to give feedback on how people can improve.
Coalition members set sail on an adventure for our latest Get More Active get-together. We had an afternoon filled with fun at the Papercourt Sailing Club. The sailability session included sailing in double-seater access dinghies or a boat ride in the wheels-on water boat.
Right, did you enjoy it, ladies?
Very much, yes. Brilliant.
She said, did you enjoy it, Jane?
Oh yes, thank you, Nikki. It's lovely and relaxing. I'm here with Jane. We are having a nice little cycle, Cherry Lane cycle track, West Sussex. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day.
So my name's Megan and I'm the involvement officer. So I'm involved in the cost of living support. So what we're able to offer is £49 fuel vouchers that people can exchange for cash to put towards their energy bills. I can also do phone calls and video calls with people where I issue energy advice and help them apply for grants to like upgrade their home. We do energy efficient appliances, so that's air fryers and microwaves, and we also have warm packs and electric blankets that we give out. So I am the person to get in contact with if you need to issue any of those to people. I also run our peer support group. So we do different topics. Twice a month we meet on Zoom and we give advice and support each other with a range of different things on there.
Keeping the community connected through our weekly update and quarterly coalition news. Tech Angels. What is Tech Angels? They provide devices, digital literacy training and confidence boosting support to people in Surrey. Who can apply? People who are at the highest risk of digital exclusion, disabled people, people with a long-term health condition, people with mental health, carers, older people, people from Black and minoritized ethnic groups. How does the process work? Firstly, we'll give you a call and see how we can help you. We lend you a device that suits your needs, for example, a tablet, a smartphone, or a smart home speaker, and match you with a volunteer Tech Angel. What is a Tech Angel? Tech Angels are volunteers who are based throughout Surrey. They offer digital knowledge and support for tech members. The Tech Angel visits you at home or in your local community to give you lessons. The sessions are completely personalised to every individual, and on average there'll be 6 sessions. They can help with online tasks such as emailing, making video calls, online shopping and much more. You can also access our virtual social activities.
Okay, so Rachel, if I wanted to go onto Facebook to contact my friends and put stuff on, I go to Chrome first, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so I click on Chrome.
You open your browser.
Yeah. And now, do I go here and write down Facebook in there?
Yeah, you open a new tab.
Okay. I could put this up into the...
Yes,
and then
to bookmark it.
Yeah. Facebook.
Yeah.
And log in.
Yes.
I'm not sure of my login number.
Yeah, you might be logged in.
Okay.
Now, so click on login.
Log in.
Independent Mental Health Network.
Independent Mental Health Network, or IMHN, is a network of service users and carers and their families. And what we try and do is use their voice of lived experience to persuade commissioners and service providers to offer services that are actually needed. We also offer videos of lived experiences using mental health services today, which is then played out at the commissioners and service providers meetings, so they get a chance to see what it's really like to use the mental health services in Surrey and North East Hants today.
Wellbeing activities. We recently had our first get-together wellbeing session for 2025. A group of 6 members, along with coalition staff and active buddies, attended an accessible multi-sport activity at YMCA Sports and Community Centre in Redhill. The activity included badminton, skittles and basketball. It was a lot of fun. Join our next get-together wellbeing session. Focus.
Focus is the forum of carers and people who use Surrey and Borders Partnership NHS Trust Mental Health Services. We're a group of people who use NHS mental health services within Surrey and North East Hampshire. We share our experiences, listen to patients, carers and their families so that we can work with SABP to make their services better.
Communication. Jasmine is our dedicated communications member of staff who is responsible for maintaining and updating the website, posting on social media, producing videos and infographics. Jasmine always takes the opportunity to take a snapshot at an event, team day or visiting number 10 Downing Street. Fundraising. Rachel is our dedicated fundraising lead, responsible for submitting bids and all other fundraising activities. You'll often find Rachel networking in the local community and activities that we have organised for our members.